Welcome to the live stream for the 2024 Cardegles Classic Cross Country Invitational at Schoaf Park in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This meet will feature middle school runners from Fort Wayne area teams including All Saints, Cardegles, St. Vincent, Holy Cross, Blackhawk Christian, Huntington Catholic, and Luther Run. In these races, the runners will make way through a 3-kilometer course on the rough and hilly ground of Schoaf Park. Today, we are expecting a cooler, sunny day with temperatures in the 60s. With the cooler fall temperatures, the vibrant fall colors should be peaking. The Cardegles Classic Cross Country Invitational is scheduled to start first with the girls' race at 4:45 p.m. The boys' race will follow after with a scheduled start time of 5:15 p.m. or approximately 5 minutes after the conclusion of the girls' race. Awards will be given to the top finishing teams and individual runners. The top 2 teams will receive a team trophy. The top 10 individual finishers for each race will receive medals. Individual awards will be given out in the chute. Team awards will be given to the coaches after race results are compiled. For any runners looking to set a new record today, they face record times that have lasted for several years. For the girls, the meet record was set in 2017 by Katie Woods from Cardegles with a time of 11 minutes and 29 seconds. For the boys, the meet record was set in 2018 by Gabe Hallam from Lakewood Park Christian with a time of 10 minutes and 7 seconds.
The 2024 Cardegles Classic Cross Country Invitational is hosted by the Cardegles team. The annual meet is now entering its 22nd year with the first race having occurred in 2003. The Cardegles' history first began in 1997 when current coach Dan Kaufman formed a cross-country team for St. Charles students. A year later, Coach Reeling and his runners from St. Jude's joined together with Coach Kaufman's team to become the Cardegles cross-country team. They are a combined team with students from St. Charles and St. Jude's Catholic schools in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Students between the 5th and 8th grades compete together in area cross-country meets as one team. Over the 27 years it has existed, the Cardegles has become a highly competitive middle school team with a long history of success. The team is led by coaches Dan Kaufman and Scott Reeling, 2 constants throughout the program history. In 2000, Chris Kaufman went from athlete into coach and joined the staff after graduating from Purdue. The staff gradually expanded to now include Steve Leffers, Tim O'Connell, and Dan Delaney. Together, sharing a love for running, the coaches leveraged their experiences running marathons and ultra-marathons into transforming young runners into serious competitors. Today, you will see their next class of runners compete in the Cardegles Classic. You can find out more information about the Cardegles program by visiting their website at www.cardegles.com. You can also follow them on Facebook for more current updates by searching for Cardegles Cross Country.
The course for this meet will provide the runners with scenic views and test them with difficult elevation changes. The race will begin in the grassy area section labeled as soccer fields on the left side of the park entrance, and it will finish near the Conklin Pavilion. The race starts with a straightaway following the tree line heading toward the river. Runners will make a right turn cutting across the grassy area toward the far tree line. Then, runners follow the tree line toward the park's main road. This area's flatter grounds will allow the runners to establish position before they enter the more difficult portions of the course. Once the runners approach the main road, they will make a sharp left turn into a more restricted and excluded section of the course. In this area, the runners will follow a narrow path alongside the park road, descending down into a thick wooded area. Just before they approach the river, the runners will turn right and follow the path alongside the wooded area. The runners will continue straight to a point just beyond the park splash pad and playground area. There, the runners will turn right and start ascending up toward the open field through the disc golf course. At this point, the runners are halfway through the race and will approach the mile marker. Here the runners' endurance will be tested as they face the more difficult part of the course. From there on, the course elevation will change frequently until the finish line. After the mile marker, the runners continue on a path in the section labeled as open field, heading back to the park entrance. They will zigzag several times through the open field before entering the final part of the course. In the final stretch, the runners will follow the outside perimeter of the open field. They will turn right and cut across the open field. After 2 left turns, the runners will finally see the finish line near the Conklin Pavilion. The final stretch will seem daunting with frequent elevation changes. Those looking to sprint to the finish will face an uphill battle to the end. We will provide live video from multiple points throughout the course. The camera locations are marked with red circles on the course map. We will follow the lead runners throughout the race until they reach the finish line, and then, we will switch views as appropriate until all racers finish. Throughout the race, we will provide a race clock, but the time displayed will not be official. We thank you for joining us today. The race action will soon start. Please stay tuned.